any no power motherboard, you have to check these two switches in both sides. Any failed switch means dead board. Of course, those coil here, as you can see, the first coil and the second coil also, any failed coil here means no power board. Welcome to another video where I'm going to teach you the two most important circuits in every motherboard: the charge circuit and the 3-volt 5-volt circuit. If you master these two circuits, you can repair any failed board, because 90% of no power or dead boards are due to power circuits, including charge circuit and 3-volt 5-volt circuit. So let's begin first with this circuit and then move on to 5-volt and 3.3 volt circuit, as you can see in the multimeter. So always when you get a failed board, you have always to locate this circuit. We call it charge circuit or input circuit. Always you will find it near, as you can see here, the power jack, or as you can see over here, the battery connector. Once you locate this circuit, you have to look for the two inductors. We find it usually in the input, and you have to check the B plus in these two inductors. Okay, as you can see here, for these two inductors here, if I check the first one, I have 19 volt in the multimeter. The second one, 19 volt, because this board powered with 19 volt. Okay. After that, the 19 volt or the B plus, it could be 5 volt, 15 volt, depending on the type of the motherboard. We'll move on to the first switch here. As you can see, this is basically the source. Why? Because we have this white mark, means these three are source. Here we have the gate. Let's check the gate. Do you see we have 3 volt in the gate? So we're gonna find the B plus here, 19 volt in this side. It will be applied, of course, to this ceramic capacitor here, okay, and then to this MOSFET. Okay, here this is the drain basically. Let's check the gate. We have about 2 volt in the gate, so we're gonna get here 19 volt. So the B plus travel correctly through these two switches, and this is basically the charge circuit. If we check around it, of course we're gonna find 19 volt because it is powered. Here we have 5 volts. Okay, let's check this capacitor here. We have 19 volt. Okay, because the working voltage for this IC is 19 volt. This is good. Of course, don't forget to check this guy here. This is basically a diode. If we check the cathode over here, we have 19 volt. If this diode is shorted, this is a protection component. If this diode is shorted, of course, the board will stop working. Okay, so this is the most essential component in the input circuit. We have two switches, these two coils, the IC, and the protection component. Here we have the diode. Let's move on now to 3 volt 5 volt circuit. Before we continue, a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video, Next PCB. Next PCB is a reliable multi-layer PCB manufacturer offering everything from PCB prototyping to full turnkey PCB assembly. They handle PCB fabrication, component sourcing, ASMD stencils, and even mass production, all in one place. Whether you are building a prototype or scaling to production, Next PCB makes the process simple and professional. Check them out using the link below. Over here we have 3 volts, as you can see, and 5 volt circuit. This is basically the 3 volt channel, and here we have 5 volt channel, same component, coil, MOSFETs, capacitors, coil, MOSFETs, capacitors. Of course, here we have the input. If we check here, we have 19 volts. Okay, so this is the capacitors in the input. Okay, so based on this 19 volt, we're gonna get here 5 volt, as you can see. Same for the 3 volt channel. If we check this capacitor, this side, here we have 19 volt, 19 volt, 19 volt. Okay, 19 volt will be applied to these two MOSFETs, and then of course we will get here 3.3 volt. The IC of course is in the other side. So this is a 5 volt 3.3 volt voltage. Without the 3 volt and 5 volt, other voltages, secondary voltages, will not be generated on the board. So very essential. So let me draw for you these two circuits in order to understand 100%. Okay, let's see. Here we have the power jack basically over here. So this power jack will be connected to what? To two coil like this. Two coil in parallel, of course, L1 and L2. And this two coil, of course, will be connected to the first MOSFET. Let's see, Q1, and then here we have Q2. Of course, we have over here, let's see, drain, source, gate. Here we have source, and over here we have gate. And of course, here we will get P+. Of course, these two MOSFETs are driven by this IC. The most field component in this circuit are these two MOSFETs, the coils, and of course the IC. Even if we have here two coils, but any failed coil, you will get a problem with the P+. The P+ will not be stable. For 3 volt, 5 volt circuit, we have the IC here, and in this side, of course, we will get 3.3 volt. This side we will get 5 volt, but of course we have here two MOSFETs, okay, Q2, Q3. We have here coil, and of course some ceramic capacitors to filter the current. So this one is connected to this one connected to the ground, of course, and of course the drain of this one will be connected to other ceramic capacitors to remove the noise. And here, of course, we have the B+. The same for this circuit also. We have, of course, two MOSFETs. We have coil. Of course, will be connected to the same capacitors. So I hope you understand. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And for anyone who wants to accelerate learning, you can join my Patreon page for more unique content, download schematics, or links in the description. Thank you very much.